First of all, thank you for being here today. Real patriots. Awesome to see you. I got this newspaper article from Thursday, October 31, 2024. It was a commentary by Peggy Quince that said, "What kind of America do you want?" I'm gonna read you the opening lines. On November 5th, in elections around the country, we will determine whether the United States of America will continue to be a democratic republic or whether this country will give up its freedoms and embrace authoritarianism. Well, now you know. Because here we are.
I don't know where number 3 went, so here's number 2. There you go.
Today we stand before Thomas Jefferson to say, this is not who we are, this is not who we want to be, we're not going to stand there. We stand united in the right to fight for democracy. I'm called here today to say a few things about voters and voters' rights. Free and fair elections and the right of every citizen to vote. Something that you do know, the right to vote is an essential element of democracy. Voting rights are the legal and constitutional protection that citizens need in this political world. In this divisive political world, we have to maintain the right to vote. I went back to read a little bit of history about voting rights in America, and it makes you uncomfortable because you realize every step of the way we've had to fight for the right to vote. Citizens have always had to fight for the right to vote. 1922, what happened? Turns out women are citizens. In 1922, the Supreme Court, in a unanimous decision, upheld the right of women to vote. And yet, in this administration, the SAVE Act would require unreasonable proof of citizenship for female voters. And some religious leaders say it's time to return women to home and stop women from voting. We must fight. 1870. Turns out African Americans are citizens. In 1870, the 15th Amendment granted black men the right to vote. Soon to follow every manner of refusing access to voting and voting locations. So heinous were the years followed that in 1965, we had to pass the Voting Rights Act of 1965 to eliminate the legal barriers that made difficult voting or impossible for black Americans, men and women. We must fight. Yeah! It's humbling every time when I stand before Thomas Jefferson. He said, a well-formed electorate is a prerequisite of democracy. In this time of us versus them, of rampant misinformation, of blatant lying to us from our legislators, a well-formed electorate is no easy task. The newest challenge to free and fair elections in Missouri is a redistricting led by the governor. Are the new maps fair? No! Is the Secretary of State, Jenny Hoskins, acting with fairness and integrity as our elected official? No! Hell no! We must fight. Rather than deliberate that here and today, I'm going to say, what if the problem isn't district boundaries? What if the problem is that Missourians keep electing the wrong kind of people to vote? A curious thing about the electorate in Missouri, citizens are actually quite progressive in our views, our values, and what we vote for. Missouri citizens want a livable minimum wage. They want paid family leave. There's broad support for public education. And we know We know women's health is a private matter. Our problem is that a great number of those Missourians elect politicians who willfully ignore the will of voters. They promote an agenda that's 100 degrees opposite of what we voted for. They brazenly promote narratives that serve their own interests.